Hi folks, welcome back to Simple Guitar for the Simple Guitarist. Sorry I haven't posted any videos in the last couple weeks. I've been very busy in the studio finishing up my new album project, Guitars in Heaven. And there's 11 original songs on it. We're just finishing it now, sending it off to be to the presses so they can make CDs. Even though not many people have CD players anymore, but I know there's a few that do. It's going to be digitally distributed on many different channels, from iTunes to Spotify, YouTube. It's going to be on basically everything. We'll get started here quick back. My mission here is to teach you guys how to get out your old guitars, dust them off, and start using them again, right? One thing I want to talk quick about is tuning. It's really important. I know there's a lot of you out there, you may not even know how to tune your guitar or even understand how to tune it, so I'm going to run over that quick today. One thing I like to use is this Snark tuner. You can use any electric tuner like this. They're really easy, but these Snarks are pretty nice. They're cheap. You can get them at most every music store. They got a nice clip on there. Just clips right on the end of your guitar. You turn it on, and being that we already memorized our 6 strings, right? First string down here is an E. Well, you basically strum that E and you bring it up until it's in line with green in the middle. Take your B string, take your G string, and it says right on there, it'll say, the letter of the note that you're playing. Then we know we got the D string, and the A, and the E string. Okay, just in case you don't have one of these, there's a lot of amps that have built-in tuners. There's the old school way of going up to the piano or an already tuned guitar. Go to an already tuned guitar and hit your E string. Oh yeah, hear that? E, okay. And then you could tune from that. Or the great thing is too is if you get an E off another guitar or a piano, boom, you hit the E string or the E note on the piano, and you could tune your low E to it. Okay, then what you do is you go to the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you fret the E on the 5th fret, which would be an A. Y, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, just like we learned earlier. So A, and then the A and the next string should match it. Okay, why? Because the 2nd string is an A string. Excuse me, the 5th string is an A string. So fret the A. Okay, boom. Now you go to the next string on the 5th fret. And that's A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, and the 3rd string is a D. So now you can go like this and make sure that that's the same note. And the next one. Okay, we got that. Okay, here's the big tricky one is on the 3rd string or the G string, we got G, G sharp, A sharp, B, the B. You got to do it on the 4th fret. Why? Because that's an open B. The 2nd string is an open B, and you need to fret the B note. And then we go back to the 5th fret for the E. So there we go. Y, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, and open E. So that way you go to the 4th and back to the 5th. And you got an in-tune guitar. Alright, that sounds nice. Okay, my last video went a little long, so I had to break it into 2 parts. Sorry about that. Remember this? Take a screenshot of that. That's my new chart that I made that's going to help you figure out what chords to use for songs that are in the key of G, A, C, D, or E. Remember, it's all about numbers here, right? So we got, one of the things I'm going to teach you is that most every song that you're going to want to sing uses the Nashville numbering system. And when it uses that, it basically says that as a rule, we use the 1, the 4, and the 5 for most every country song or blues song, rock and roll song that we're going to sing. Bluegrass works for that too. And what do we mean by that? Well, the 1 is the key that we're going to be playing it in. Remember, we're going to usually play in the key of G here. So the 1 is key of G. The 4 and the 5 are the other two chords that we're going to use with the G chord. We use the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. So it's G, C, and D. And the relative minor is the E minor. If we're going to play an A, we're going to use the A chord, the D chord, and the E chord. And the F minor is the relative minor. Not all songs even have a minor in there, but if you're going to have a minor in it, that's what it's going to be. Same within the key of C, C, F, G with the A minor. Key of D, D, G, A with the B minor. Key of E, E, A, B with the C minor, which we don't use a whole lot in that. Just wanted to show you that. Okay, we're gonna put something to work now. I'm going to sing a quick song in the key of G, and just to get everybody going out there, let's do Country Roads by the great and late John Denver. Okay, remember, like our chart says, we're going to use G, C, D, and an E minor, and not necessarily in that order. Okay? Almost heaven, there's the E minor. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads. All right, I'm not going to play the whole song, but it is a great song and a fun one to play. You can find that song in most music books, but the thing that I do recommend is I use an app called Songbook Pro, and you can download that on your phone or on your iPad or on your computer, and you can go into Songbook Pro and you can search out through the app whatever songs you want to learn, and it will find the words and the chords, and then you can download them into Songbook Pro, and then you can have your list of songs on your iPad that you can use whether you're singing for people or whether you're just practicing. But it's nice because you can see them, you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can change what key they're going to be in, and it can actually show you the chords. But we're also going to try and memorize what chords to use with our 1-4-5 system. 1 being the key the song is in, the 4 and 5 being the other 2 chords that we use, because it's usually a 3-chord deal that we use playing most any song. There's sometimes a 4th chord, which is the minor chord, which is the relative minor, which is also on that chart. So if 1 is G, then 2 is A, 3 is B, 4 is C, 5 is D. So 1-4-5, G, C, D. Relative minor is the 6 minor. After D is E, so E minor. Just like Country Roads. G, E minor, B, C, and back to G. All right, folks, have fun with that little bit of knowledge, and I'll be back to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.